We consider ourselves a pillar of the community. We're fortunate to be founded 1951. We have many generations of parents. This is my 13th year as principal, and I'm one of the newcomers. We have teachers that have been here 25, 30 years. We have parents, generations of families. It's really, it is a family atmosphere. When we say it is a family atmosphere, it really is. When I was interviewing for the position here, my mom was a principal at the time at St. Francis of Assisi, and she didn't tell me, but her first teaching job was here. So I went to my interview, I finally got the job, and then when I got the job, she said, I just wanted to tell you that in 1978, my first teaching job was Our Lady of Grace. I didn't want to, say anything beforehand, but, it was a special place for me. So the first thing I did was run down to the archives, and I found class pictures, of my mom teaching Our Lady of Grace right here, and then she actually left to have my older brother. So it's so nice that even my family is a part of the Our Lady of Grace community. And my mom even still comes back for our barbecues, for the book fair. So it's a very special place for me, and it is a family atmosphere. Every morning I wake up and I say, is this a school I would want to go to? So that's kind of my motto and my mantra is, it's a full service school and it's based on the needs of our community, our parents.
My aunt, my whole family generation, my aunt, my mother's cousins are also my cousins, my aunts, my godmother, my godfather, like everybody. Yeah, everybody. Like all of them just came here.
Going to Our Lady of Grace makes me happy because Our Lady of Grace has fun activities. They have a lot of fun stuff to do. Like they have parties every year. Like yesterday we had like a dance in the gym.
The school community itself, like everyone's so like welcoming to new students, and the programs that they have to offer, like for basketball, track, all of those stuff.
It's almost like family. It's almost like being in a family. It doesn't feel like work a lot of the times. It just feels like you come here and everyone's family, from the little kid, our little guys to our adult, to the parents. I think it comes from the top, just from our principal, Mr. Helmrich, all the way to our guys, the custodians, who are just say good morning to each other. We're talking to each other all the time.
We're a family here, so we treat each child as our own. So we want the best for them. So we get really involved. If I have to go down on my knees to show them, to write, to interact in the lesson, I'll do that because we want our future to be bright. So we have to help create that brightness.
All the teachers are very educated, especially my teacher right now. She helped us at our lows, because my class wasn't like really known to be a class that's like very like that hardworking. So since we had her so far, it's been great.
A lot of my family members are teachers. A lot of them are educators. My aunt, my brother and sister are both teachers. So I kind of followed that path. It's funny, I always envisioned myself being in a Catholic school for some reason. That was like my end game for some reason. I said, I want to be I always thought I was going to be a teacher at a Catholic school.
We practice what we preach. We teach kids about love, so we have to show love. Not to only each other as staff, show love to them and their parents. We share. Mr. H has this link with St. Francis of Rome. They do the food pantry. Our kids get permission from their parents and they go there at different times to do service. We have like toy drive, art drive, glove drive. So we are teaching the faith and modeling the faith also.
Sometimes stuff are hard to bear in life for a lot of people. And for me, it's like thinking about my works, if I'm gonna pass, if I have a big test, or winning games, or winning track meets, getting accepted into high school, because it's good to think about high school when you're young and stuff. But with my relationship with God, anytime I have problems that I need to worry about, I just pray. I just pray to Him, thinking about it. I just pray to Him and ask Him if He could watch over me to make sure my family's safe, just make sure everybody around me is safe, and just to make sure everybody in OLG is safe.
I like learning more about Jesus because he sacrificed his life for us. That makes his life very interesting.
It's always nice when we have new students coming in, especially sixth grade, when a lot of the government schools stop at fifth grade. We have an influx of a lot of sixth grade students, and it's always nice to see our students, kind of correct students in the beginning of the year saying, that's not the way we act here. This is a Catholic school, Jesus is our model. We're polite to everybody, we're friendly with everybody. And you see that guard lets down. A lot of times you'll see sixth graders, seventh graders coming in with such a shield, such a guard that they can't be themselves because they're so used to impressing everybody and doing things that it's not in their heart. So to see that guard let down, especially after the first quarter, you do see students, we have our school dances or we have basketball, they get to become their true selves. And that's based really on the community we try to build. And when you see an eighth grader dancing the way he wants to dance or she wants to dance, that they're in a comfortable place.
With God, everything is possible. And the Catholic Church teach you to be humble, caring, sharing, kind. And as a teacher, if you don't have those attributes, you won't thrive. So intertwining, integrating my faith with my profession makes me who I am.
Nothing beats a smiling face of a 3, 4, 5-year-old, someone getting excited because it's dress down day, all the things that you remember as a child. I hope I bring hope to our students by being a good, positive role model. But if anything, it's the students. Anytime I'm having a day where there's meetings and different things, I always come back and visit the kindergarten or I visit the pre-K, even up to the 8th grade, when they got into their high schools they were so nervous about the high school admissions process, but we have 100% acceptance rate to the school. So even that gleam in the eye of the students, that really, if the children around the world, we would be a much better place than we are now because they're rational, they're smart, they're loving. And at our school, we're only about 20% Catholic, but that doesn't mean you can't instill Catholic values, being kind to one another, holding the door, being polite, saying please, saying thank you. So those are Catholic universal values, and of course one of them, is hope, which is ones that, but for me it's looking at our students and our families and the generations of families sacrificing, and our youngest learners just being so excited to come to school, to hug their friends, to do things like that. So that brings me a sense of hope and pride, and I hope that radiates through our community.